डियर स्टूडेंट्स अस्सलामु अलैकुम। 12th क्लास बिजनेस स्टडीज़ के प्रीवियस लेक्चर में हमने एलिमेंट्स ऑफ डायरेक्टिंग पर बात की एंड among four elements of directing we discussed only three elements: supervision, motivation and leadership. And today my topic is communication, which is the fourth and last element of directing. Communication is the most important element of directing function. The success of a manager depends fully on his ability to communicate effectively with his subordinates. That is why, in every organization, great stress is laid on improving the communication skills of managers and their subordinates. Today, we will discuss the concept and elements of communication. The word communication has been derived from the Latin word communis, which means common. Communication can be defined as a process of exchange of ideas, facts, feelings, views, etc. among two or more people to create common understanding. It involves a systematic and continuous cycle of listening, understanding, telling, etc. According to Louis Allen, communication is the sum of all things one person does when he wants to create understanding in the minds of another. It involves a systematic and continuous process of telling, listening, and understanding. According to Hannes Welrich, communication is transfer of information from the seller to the receiver, with the information being understood by the receiver. Thus, communication is the sum of all things one person does when he wants to create understanding in the minds of another. It involves systematic and continuous process of telling, listening, and understanding. The success of all the functions of management depends upon the effective communication. Communication helps in coordinating and the activities of various departments and persons in an organization by providing complete information about organizational goals, ways of achieving them, interpersonal relationship among persons, etc. Hence, communication acts as basis of coordination. Communication helps us in the process of decision making by providing all the necessary information. In the absence of communication of relevant information, one can't take any meaningful decision. A good leader must possess efficient communication skills for influencing the behavior of the subordinates. So, communication is the basis of leadership, we can say. An efficient communication system helps us in motivating, inspiring, and satisfying the subordinates. Moreover, it also helps us in establishing participative and democratic type of management. Now, we will see the different elements of communication. The elements of communication are sender, message, encoding, media, decoding, receiver, feedback, and noise. Sender is the person who sends his ideas to another person. The sender sends his ideas to another one. For example, if a manager wants to inform his subordinates about the introduction of a new product, he is the sender. Message: the idea, feeling, suggestion, guidelines, orders, or any content which is intended to be communicated is message. For example, message is the introduction of new product. Encoding: Encoding is the process of converting the ideas into symbols, words, actions, diagrams, etc. For example, message is connected in words and actions. Media. It is the medium, passage or route through which encoded message is passed by the sender to the receiver. There can be various forms of media: face-to-face communication, letters, radio, television, email, etc. For example, manager inform about the introduction of a new product in a meeting through presentation. Decoding. Decoding means translating the encoded message into language understandable by the receiver. Receiver. He is the person to whom the message has been sent. For example, subordinates or receivers. Feedback. It is the response by the receiver. It marks the completion of the communication process. Noise. It is the hindrance in the process of communication. It can take place at any step in the entire process. It reduces the accuracy of communication. For example, disturbance in the telephone lines, an inattentive receiver, improper decoding of message, etc. etc. This was about communication concept and elements of communication. We'll meet you tomorrow, inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz.